Unraveling the intricate threads of medieval currency and the transformative journey to modern money, writes Maria Irene. In the kaleidoscope of history, the story of money is punctuated with tales of human triumphs, follies, and ingenuity. From salt to gold, from cacao beans to coins, currency has undergone a whirlwind evolution. As we adjust our timepieces, let us voyage through the pages of the medieval era, an epoch of regal intrigue and clashing swords, where the currency bore the face of kingdoms and empires. The currency's undulating waves reflect the tides of a civilization that laid the foundation for contemporary financial systems. Part 1: The Dawn of Medieval Money. The tempestuous phase from the 5th to 15th centuries, branded as the medieval period, embraced a myriad of monetary frameworks. As the echoes of the Roman Empire's fall reverberated through Europe, the barter system, though prevalent, began showing cracks in a society inching towards complexity. Coins, which earlier civilizations had once revered, now took a renewed flight on the wings of evolving societal structures. From the English penny, the sapling that would burgeon into the mighty pound, to the Byzantine Solidus, each currency was a tapestry unto itself. Part 2: The Golden Age of Coins. In the embrace of the early and high Middle Ages, spanning the 5th to 13th centuries, coins were not mere instruments of commerce, they were the sinews binding kingdoms. Minted predominantly from gold, silver, or copper, their value reflected the purity of these metals. Monarchs emblazoned their visage upon these coins, heralding their dominion and authority. Like today's tweets, these coins were the medieval broadcasting system, a canvas for religious zeal, political triumphs, and sometimes the ruler's vanity. However, there is more than meets the eye. The streets of Cordoba and the markets of Constantinople hummed with tales of the Islamic Dinar and the Byzantine Solidus. These currencies, with their unwavering gold content, were not just regional but international heavyweights. The Venetian merchants and the Jewish Radhanites traversed landscapes, their purses jingling with coins that would weave the fabric of global trade networks. Part 3: The Downfall of Medieval Currency. As the golden hue of the age of coins began to tarnish, shadows fell upon the kingdoms in the late Middle Ages. The coins were plagued by the twin spectres of debasement and inflation. Monarchs, in their insatiable thirst for wealth, often succumbed to the art of debasement, replacing precious metals with alloys. The ripples of this act eroded trust, as the intrinsic value of the coins plummeted. Concurrently, the resurgent economies faced another adversary, inflation. The blooming population and expanding trade demanded more goods, but the diminished coins jingling in the commoners' pouches were futile against soaring prices. The very earth seemed to quake under the monetary systems as the tectonic plates of the economy shifted. Part 4: The Birth of Modern Money. Amidst the turbulent currents, the seeds of transformation germinated. Paper, that humble product, began its ascension as the bearer of value. Europe cast its gaze eastward, where the Chinese had embraced paper currency since the 9th century. The fluttering pages of the paper currency were a harbinger of change. Enter the Bank of England, established in 1694, an institution that would helm the tides of this transformation. It was the champion of a new concept, centralized control over the supply of money, and with it, the cultivation of trust. With no intrinsic value to tether them, these paper notes floated on the winds of trust and confidence. This was the genesis of fiat currency, a system as intangible as the air we breathe, yet as real as the ground beneath our feet. Beyond England's shores, other nations too began to weave their monetary tapestries with paper. From the Swedish Stockholm's Banco's ill-fated attempt at paper money to the later successes of the Netherlands, a new era of currency dawned. Banks mushroomed, as the concepts of credit, interest, and loans began to take root. The economic landscape was evolving, and with it, the very idea of wealth was reimagined. An invaluable legacy. The medieval monetary systems, often perceived as primitive, were, in reality, the crucible where modern financial concepts were forged. The trials and tribulations faced by the medieval currency formed the crucible for the birth of contemporary economic principles. As the medieval world braved through fluctuations, it threaded together the concept of a stable currency which would facilitate not just local, but international trade and economics. The last echoes of the clinking coins that once defined the fortunes of medieval empires gradually dimmed. Yet, their legacy did not perish. Through the winding path of monetary evolution, it passed on the torch to the currencies we know today. Interplay of cultures. The tale of medieval money also sheds light on the interplay of diverse cultures. The Vikings, renowned for their raids, were also avid traders who bore Islamic dirhams. The Silk Road, that legendary network, witnessed Chinese silks and spices being bartered for silver coins from the West. These transactions were not just material, they were an exchange of ideas, philosophies, and knowledge. Reflection on modern money. As we stand on the shores of digital currency, with cryptocurrencies and virtual wallets, it is essential to reflect on the lessons of the past. The trust that was the cornerstone of fiat currency is today being tested by decentralized digital currencies. How different is this from the erosion of trust experienced in the medieval era during the downfall of coins? Like the intricate stitches of a tapestry, the journey of medieval money is woven with innovation, despair, and triumph. Its threads run through the fabric of time, binding the past to the present. The medieval era, often cloaked in a shroud of mystery and enchantment, holds pragmatic lessons for modern economic structures. As we traverse through an ever-evolving financial landscape, let us pay homage to the clinking coins that once built kingdoms and shattered empires. For within their golden gleam lies the bedrock of human resilience and ingenuity that continues to shape the very essence of commerce and trade.